I hope everyone is doing good today, and thank you so much for joining me for a scrapbook layout process. Today I am using a kit that I had put together a while back, and I thought I would just bring you along as I work my way through this kit. And it's pretty much a mini kit, and I know that I'm going to probably have to add other things in because I don't have a lot of stuff in here, but I do have my pictures in here. So this is a Maggie Holmes collection. This is from Garden Party, and when I put this together, I was kind of trying to get out of my comfort zone, which is pastel-y pinks and aquas, and paper pad has a lot of more neutral tones, like these mustard yellows, these yellow flowers, which they have like a little tiny hint of pink in them, and then the blacks. And so things that I normally wouldn't pull, that just kind of sit and they get left behind in my paper pads. Basically, I thought I would challenge myself to try and use some of these more neutral tones in her collection. So like I said, this is a challenge for me. This is out of my comfort zone. So I already had my picture selected. Like, these tones go well with this overall collection. And these are of my adorable grand twins and my wonderful husband. And well, we've got two different games going on here. He's playing video. We're watching videos in this picture with Kason, and then over here in the background, we're having a tea party. She is cooking at her little play kitchen, and she's bringing us food to eat, and I just think my husband is the best grandpa ever in the world, and I just adore these pictures. So I'm going to scrap those. Oh, and here's one more of Kason and Keith. Keith is my husband playing. So I may end up just doing these two and saving this one for another layout. I don't know. We'll see. But I pulled those pictures, and then I have some of the more neutral things, the black and white, from one of the sticker collections. Well, I should say this. I'm pretty certain this is from the Garden Party collection, but I have so much Maggie Holmes, I don't know. I don't know anymore what goes with what. So, and then I had this. So I am going to start figuring out what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've made a couple of decisions. So I'm going to mat this black and white bow stitch paper onto this rose paper. I'm going to have a little border of that rose. I'm going to gut out the center. I'm going to do a lot of layering with this cut apart sheet. I went ahead and cut it apart, and this bee just doesn't make sense for this layout. And the reason I'm going to cut out the center or gut this is because I want some of this black and white to mat my photos with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The reason I like this paper, the background, is it just gives some good visual texture. You can't really even tell that it's a rose once you get everything layered up on it, but it does bring in the colors. So, and it gives a lot of visual texture, which I like. I like that look. So I need to figure out, I'm gonna trim about an inch off two sides to give me an 11 by 11 sheet of paper. And mat that right there. So I think that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and get that glued down. I'm just kind of eyeballing, trying to get that as straight and centered as possible. All right, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and distress my edges. New here, the reason I do that is I like the definition between the layers. I just feel like it gives it more dimension, more texture, and just to me it makes the overall layout more interesting. I'm going to mat my photos. And this is just going to help. It's going to bring a cohesiveness to the layout because I will have a black border here and a black border here, and it just kind of brings in that high contrast throughout the layout and not in just one little section. And then I'm going to just kind of start layering stuff. So I like this cut apart because I like what it says for this picture. It says, "My wish for you is all the sweet things you dream of and hope for." And I just think that's a cute little sentiment to go with these photos. There, and I'm just kind of staggering them and giving them a slight angle. I'm not doing like I don't want like real sharp angles like this. I prefer real slight angles when I'm going with a cattywampus look. So I do think I want to pop the sentiment up and possibly trim it down a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit big. I'm just going to trim a little smidgen off the sides. Let's see, how do I like that? So this is going to hang a little bit off the page. So where are my scissors? Let's see. Do a little bit like that, a little cattywampus, but not too cattywampus. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of continue that process across. And I like the addition of this mint. It just brings in, there's some kind of teal green, but just like a darker shade of this. So I think that ties in really nicely with this overall color scheme. I'm gonna go ahead and try to trim this off because I accidentally got some of the foam. Oh, that went all right. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going with it. I don't love how that looks, but I've already stuck it down and committed to it, so we're gonna keep going. I had it all laid out how I wanted it. I don't know if you're like me, but it never, unless I take a picture and look at it, it's never gonna go back the same way that I had it originally. So, and I can't take a picture because I'm filming with my camera. So, and I'm looking with at my iPad, making sure that I stay on I have my iPad set up so I can make sure that I stay on film, like I'm not way down here, and so I can make sure that you're seeing what I'm doing. So what I may do is, because I don't like how that oval is cut, might just not use that, unfortunately. But that's okay. Do that one at a slight angle, and maybe just add something like this, because I feel like if that's hanging off the side, that's not going to bother me if I cut that off. And then not put it up on foam. Do like that. Let's look at it before I continue to make sure that I'm going to be okay with that. Yeah, I think that's okay. That might, we'll see about that later. I was thinking I might fussy cut this out and use it, but I'm not sure about that. I think I have enough here that I don't really have to worry about that. And then we do like that. That way. Okay. So just have a little band going across here. And I think that that's pretty cute. And I'm gonna do what I do and go through and distress my edges. So I had this little floral, which if I hide a little bit, won't be too prominent, but I really wanted to use that, so I'm going to layer those two photos there. Maybe one a little higher than the other. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and commit to that and get those laid down. I'm not going to push those down because I know that I will probably want to layer underneath. So I'm trying to keep them a little bit loose on, what did I get on top and bottom? Okay, so I find these oval pieces, they are a struggle for me to use. So I challenge myself to try and get some of these used on this layout. I don't know how many I will be able to, but I'm going to see. Let me go ahead and get that down. I just kind of I like the gold pop, and I like that it's a more organic shape. So I have a lot of straight lines everywhere. So it kind of breaks up the straight lines and adds some softness, is how I view it. It adds a little softness to a layout. So and put that there. And let's see, Look at You Grow is super cute. These are chipboard, and these are like thicker material, like kind of puffy. I don't want, not a big fan of chipboard just because they're so thick on a layout, so I generally will peel some of the cardboard off to make it a little bit thinner. So let's see, love this. That's cute. I could put that like right there maybe. I've noticed lately, and I mean, I guess I've always noticed this, but there are every sticker pack, every sticker pack, every any embellishment pack has the word hello. And I've been using it a lot lately. It's just kind of an easy title, I guess. Hello. But I wanted the gold in there, so we're gonna go with that. What else did I have in that kit? I had this little bow clip, which is super cute. I don't know, I don't really need it. It is a bow, but let's just kind of see. I'm just gonna play around and see what I like. So then we have this. Where could that go? Maybe right across there. And then up, put that up there. I'm gonna have to definitely add glue to that before I'm done. I'm gonna go pull a few more embellishments so I can finish this off, and I will be right back. So I felt like I needed a little more gold to be ripped because I had gold up here but nowhere else. So I pulled a few things out of my gold metallics drawer, and these are the things I pulled. I pulled this view rail finder, this camera, and then some glittery stars. And there's a couple of hearts there that are glittery as well. And then I had this, I was cleaning up all my scraps. This is what I had left of my embellishments originally. And I thought, I laid it there, and I thought that is super cute. And I don't know if you can see it, but it has a little gold in it too. So I'm gonna put that right there. My dog is barking because the mailman just dropped something off, I'm sure. So I liked that right there. And I want to add a little gold up here, kind of to tie all of this in together. Maybe I'm gonna have to move some of that for now, which luckily it's not very sticky anymore. And I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna pause for a minute so he can quit barking. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So let's get this piece glued down. The dog calmed down, and I was right. It was like the UPS guy. And I like that. So I repeated this element over here. So I have gold here, and I have this little gold camera. I kind of don't like this right there because you can see between those, so I don't know, that's kind of bothering me. Put that there. Maybe there. And where does this belong? Maybe right here. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking that can go right there, and I'll probably put like a little dot, a little enamel dot or something there. That would be cute. It's a lot more gold than what I was thinking, but I don't know. I still think it's cute. Like it. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and the reason I like this here, this little vine element, is because it's just solid black, like, so it kind of helps to bring this solid black in. Commit to that camera, and then decide where I want my finishing touches to belong. Kind of like this, because it brings this whole little area together, like everything will be touching, and it kind of fits perfectly. That little star, the corner of the star fits perfectly into that little spot, so I think that's good. And put a star somewhere over here. One thing in my scrapbooking, it's not really a rule that I make for myself, it's just what I like. So I like everything to be touching something else, because I just feel like it brings everything together and makes it feel connected. And this one I'll just put over here. And then I have these two glittery gold hearts that are small, and I want to add those. I think I'll add those next to the stars, just for one more little detail. I think what I need is something long and rectangular to put my journaling on. I just feel like I would like that composition better. I just have to find something that's big enough to fit there. All right, and I wanted an enamel dot or something to put there, so. Okay, so I pulled this Simple Stories Snap Basic ledger paper and just cut a little strip and added it to the bottom as my journal block. That is the finished product, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. It was a little challenging for me to use Maggie Holmes papers that are a little more neutral colored and not the pinks and the greens and what I'm drawn to, but overall I think this turned out super cute. And I have enough room to tell my story down here. So as I finished that layout, I realized this is what I had left, and I was about to go put it up, and I thought, why not just use this to make a base page? I mean, it all coordinates. So. Super easy and quick, and I feel like that's just an efficient use of your time. Like, if you've already got the stuff out and it matches, why not just put it to use right away instead of taking the time to put it all back in your stash. So I need to trim that part over. But what got me thinking was there are bees on here. I had trimmed off this part for my journaling, and then I had this word kind, and I thought, wouldn't it be cute for the title to be kind? So I would just have to, I'll keep this with it since I have that word, and I'll keep these with it. I'll probably cut these apart and use these as just layering pieces. And it adds a little pop of pink as well, so that will give me kind of a starting point whenever I go to pull photos for this base page. So I'll just keep all this together. And then I pulled some washi tape. Let me see, where does it start? Does anybody else have this issue? And I'll just put that along my edges. So isn't this just perfect? Like, how long did that take me? Like 2 minutes maybe to put together, and it's going to be a great starting point for a layout. And whenever I get to that point to make a layout with this and pull pictures, I will bring you along. So I'm going to, real quick, before I wrap this quick little impromptu base page creation. I can't leave that hanging over the edge because it bothers me. So isn't that going to be so cute? I have a base page, I have a title ready. All I need to do is pull pictures and a few more embellishments. And I know that somewhere I have some little bumblebee embellishments to go with that. So I'm gonna put all this together in my base page stash. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this little impromptu base page creation, and have a great day, and I'll see you soon.